I think we're doing a good job. We got, 19, 20 sacks. I think we got a lot of different pressures there. So they're doing a good job. We're doing a lot of different things. And, I think we're getting after people. So we'll just continue to do that and get our guys better and continue to get them to the quarterback.
Speaking of quarterback, what have you seen when you look at the tape of Arizona's quarterback?
He's special. He's a special quarterback, one of the best in the league. They do a really good job. What they do, man, they got one of the best offenses in the league, and he's the main reason why, really. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. He's able to throw with great accuracy, great timing, and then he's able to use his legs when he wants to. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us down there. They're playing great ball. They're playing with a lot of confidence. The games that they lost have been really close losses. In their mind, they probably feel like they're 7-1, and they should. And so it's going to be a great challenge for us.
Yeah, and Coach Leifel talked about his accuracy. He's kind of more of a pocket quarterback compared to some of the other guys he faced in the past. How different is that in preparation for practice for you guys compared to some of the dual threats you guys have faced?
And it's always difficult to go against great quarterbacks. And, like I said, it's going to be a huge challenge with just what he does with both his arm and his leg. And he does a great job too, man. He can throw. He makes some NFL throws where guys aren't really open. He throws them open, and you don't see that a lot in college. Or guys who are before they stop their route, he's already delivered the ball. And so some of those things are really special and interesting to watch. So he's a heck of a quarterback. I heard a lot about him. Really didn't get to watch him a lot last year just because we didn't play him. But now to see him on film, I can see why there's been a big buzz about him. It should be. He earned it.
Saeed's day got cut short, but what did you see that made you want to put him in the outside? And it looks like he did pretty well when he was there.
Just he's done a good job in practice, and we kind of need that spot. We're moving Jay Todd kind of inside as much as we have, so we just kind of put a guy out there, and he's done a really good job in practice. And he came out and had a good game. Unfortunately, like you said, it was cut short just by the targeting call. And but he did a really good job with the PBU covering guys, and that's what he's done in practice when he's been healthy.
How will you guys adjust with him out for the first half of this game?
Just the next guy got to be able to go, and we got some guys, and they just got to be ready to go. And then when we get them back for the second half, be ready to go. So it's unfortunate what happened, but it was a good call, and we got to continue to teach our guys to put their target lower.
Coach Leipold talked about turnovers on defense, forcing more. What are the controllable things you guys can do to be in that position?
Yeah, if the ball's in the air, we got to attack the football. We got to play with our eyes and get us into a good position there to be able to play. Then we got to punch and try to strip at the ball too, and kind of take advantage of guys have the ball loose away from their body. We got to take advantage of that, and takeaways are really just more technique and awareness. And so I think we got to continue to increase our awareness when we got those opportunities to make plays.
There's a weird, crazy, I don't know, stat going around for you guys on defense that there's not been a pass interference accepted against you guys this year. What do you make of a stat like that?
None really. They didn't accept them. We've had pass interferences, they just didn't accept them. So it's just a stat. I guess it is crazy. Yeah.
DK, you guys are using some DNs in pass coverage. Is that something you've always done?
Yeah, it's something I've always been around. If you have guys who can do it, that's not something you can do every year. I think having, Dean, with his skill set that he has, being a lighter body, he's able to do it. You can see the number of tackles that he can make in space. And plus, having a bigger body out there, we feel that that's beneficial when a wide receiver tries to block Dean or try to, block Leroy. We feel like we got the advantage with so many teams that play in space. So it's just something we can do. I don't think it's something you can do year to year. You just got to kind of see the guys that you have, and if you're able to do things like that. If you're not, then you just can't do it. But if you can, then it's another benefit that you have to be able to add some layers to your defense.
I saw a stat yesterday that Arizona's defense has improved almost like 100 spots compared to last year. Do you think that's easier to do with the portal now that you can plug guys in?
A little bit, because you can get a infusion of talent, and get some NFL guys, on your roster, which can always help. But also with that, they still got to learn. I know there's some teams that have a lot of portal guys and they're struggling, and so I still think it's got to do with chemistry, how you can teach it, how the guys can learn it, and how they can go out and execute it. But to have a lot of talent on your roster, I know Texas Tech is kind of the same way. They had a huge jump, and when you get those NFL guys on your defense, I imagine that helps quite a bit. You can coach them up, and there's some good coaches. Coach Gonzalez is one of the best in the nation in what he does, and so it's no surprise that they're better at defense.
What are some of, I guess, broadly speaking, the main points that you're emphasizing to your defense at this point in the season?
It's always the same thing, try to play fast, physical for each other. We got to do a great job communicating. We got to do a great job getting a line. We got to do a great job getting off blocks. We got to do a great job tackling. We got to run to the football, and I think those things never change. And what you believe, that's why they're called core values, because they're at the core of who you are and what you do. Now we got to do them better naturally, but I don't think you can change your core values from week to week and game to game. They got to be who you are, what you believe in, what's etched in your heart, and then you got to go out and perform it.
You talked about Arizona's quarterback. Elsewhere on the offense, where does your mind go? What stands out?
They got a tremendous collection of wide receivers. You can tell in the game, if you watched the last week's game against Colorado, there were some throws that he made, they caught, and they ended up turning them into explosive plays. And so they're really good with that. The one guy who's kind of unsung on their defense, offense, that not a lot of people talk about is the running back. I think he's really good. Really explosive. He's not a big guy, but man, he can run and he can make some explosive plays. And then their offensive line is big. They got some big guys up there who can cover you up. And then those two tackles do a great job of moving their feet and keeping guys away from the quarterback. But they do a really good job of, with those big guards, keeping people out of the way of the quarterback because he's a shorter guy. So they really make sure people don't collapse the pocket. Then the tackles do a good job building around them, which allows them to be a great pocket quarterback. So they're interesting to watch. And like I said, you can tell why they're averaging 34 or whatever points a game. I mean, they're explosive on all levels, which is good for them.
Any other questions, Kyle? All right.